Alright, what is going on, world? I got my urine growth hormone test already here. I took you guys through that in the morning. Basically, I just peed in a cup and I'm gonna ship it across the country so they can analyze this and find out what are my growth hormone levels. What is my baseline growth hormone output after trying to optimize my growth hormone levels for the last 2 to 2.5 weeks here. In between this and having my morning coffee here, basically did a whole bunch of chores, took out some garbage and recycling, did some dishes because I've been pretty busy the last few days here. I had a lot of work going on. I got called in early for work a few times, so I'm a little behind on things, but I've been fasted for about 22 hours now. Yep, it's about 12 o'clock and I stopped eating yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm 22 hours completely fasted. I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm not gonna lie, I am hungry here. I gotta go meet up with another YouTuber here in London for 3 o'clock. So I still want to eat, I still got to get to the gym, got to come home, shower, and do all this stuff, so I got to get my day going here. Now the whole purpose of getting my baseline growth hormone reading here is that over the next 2 days here, I'm going to be getting drunk for science. My goal and what I want to see here is, does the average college weekend, does a weekend of heavy drinking affect your baseline growth hormone levels? If it does, I can draw the conclusion, and of course, this would need more studies and more tests done on more human experiments or to replicate this study done on other people, but I think I can draw the conclusion there that a weekend of heavy drinking can lower your testosterone levels. So let's see if this actually happens, because last year when I took my baseline growth hormone reading, I then manipulated a whole bunch of factors in my life along with drinking alcohol, and I had like a 63% decrease in my growth hormone levels. So this year I want to see how much does alcohol only affect my growth hormone levels. So today my goal is to try to keep my life factors as consistent and as similar as possible to the last 2 to 2.5 weeks here. So I'll still be eating pretty healthy. I'm still gonna try to eat in an intermittent fasting window. My goal is to try to stop drinking a little early tonight. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take you guys through the next couple of days here, show you guys what I drink, how much I drink, and how I'm trying to keep my life factors as consistent and as similar as possible. So I'm gonna run this off to FedEx, I'm gonna eat a nice big meal, and then I'm gonna head off to the gym. So thank you guys so much for following along my journey. Thank you guys so much for following along the testosterone and growth hormone experiments. And this is actually the alcohol edition of the growth hormone experiment. So I'll catch you guys in the next little bit here. Alright, here at FedEx, about to drop off my package, and I would have had front row parking, but apparently someone's better than everyone else in the world. Look at this fucking asshole. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. Hello. I gotta ship this package off, please.
Okay. Okay.
We're all
Here
set.
you go. Tracking numbers right there.
Thank you so much.
All right, you have a good day.
You as well. Alright, I'm hungry. Let's go eat, and then let's go lift. Can I get one of the taco salad bowls, please?
For here, if you want.
It's for here, please. Hanging pictures on the wall. Hello. Hello, little girl. Hello. Are you sleeping? Were you sleeping? Yeah? Yeah, you were sleeping. Look at you. I'm going to get Murphy. Who's a boy here? Oh, who's a boy? Yeah. Yeah. Belly rubs for the boy. Just bodies in the water, floating all around you.
Fuck off your phone there, bud. I know I got my camera rolling here, but this is what I gotta deal with in London. Fucking on his phone. Great.
Alright, what is going on, world? I'm currently on Adelaide Street. I don't know if I want to reveal the address or not because I'm not sure what Matt wants to do here or if he wants you guys to know. Pretty sure he's discussing it on his own YouTube channel, but that's what this whole little intro here is. I'm about to meet up with Matt McKeever. He's a YouTuber who just started up his YouTube journey like 5 or 6 months ago now. He actually found me on YouTube, found out that I was a Londoner because I was documenting my journey at an Old East little event and meetup group there that was going on. So he saw me vlogging, he was getting into it, and he just came right up to me, or actually he was sitting right behind me, and he said, "Hey man, like, what are you doing? What, like," so we ended up exchanging emails, and then we met up several times, and we basically just been going back and forth together. And this is the whole purpose of networking and connecting with other human beings in the world, is that he has a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge in terms of finances, realty, and he's on his own realty journey, and that's his YouTube journey here. So I'm gonna meet up with him. He's showing me one of his houses that he currently is, I believe he's bought it, he's renovating, and then he's gonna either rent it out or sell it to people who are going to rent it out as like income properties. So I'm going to meet up with him today. He's going to show me around, and he's actually hosting this financial group meeting tonight. And he's actually the guy who gave me the book that I'm currently reading, the Personal Financial Freedom book, and honestly I've been loving it so far. So thank you so much, Matt, for giving me that book. It's opened my eyes, and that is part of what I want to take you guys through here. If you guys saw my video from about several weeks back, there is that, you know, I'm having issue with my finances, I'm in debt, and I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this, and this is part of this journey. Part of skill and knowledge building is networking with other human beings who already have the skills, who already have the knowledge. So we're both personally benefiting from each other in terms of YouTube, in terms of skill and knowledge building, and just, you know, having a nice little friendship where you can talk and connect with someone. So I'm about to meet up with him here. I'm gonna let him give his own little spiel on who he is and his own YouTube journey there, and then you guys can decide if you want to go check out his YouTube channel, if you want to follow his journey as well. But just waiting for him here, and see you guys in the next little bit here. And I'm kind of running out of battery here, so I'm not too sure how much recording I'm gonna get done. It's been a crazy day.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, man?
How's it going? Good, you?
Good. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Must have hit the wrong
Oh,
button.
it's all good, man. How are you?
Yeah. Good.
Good?
Good, yeah. Yourself?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
Running around like crazy lately, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You've been really cranking out the videos and stuff, like really
So have
going.
you, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I can't even keep up with yours. Like,
So all these units were tenanted up until the day before we took possession. Like,
really?
it was insane. I'll show you in the upstairs kitchen, but this one kitchen, they had blocked off half of it just with garbage.
Okay.
So they hadn't been using the kitchen for a month or two.
Yeah.
And it stunk so bad. And we were cleaning it out, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what could be making that bad of a smell? They put raw meat in one of the cupboards, and it had just been left there for months.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Hate, like...
There's
Like-
actual people like this in the world.
I got a bunch of it on video, but on Saturday we filled the first bed, and like there was literally almost at all times 3 people just like rooting through it, like people that had just been walking on the street.
Really?
Themselves,
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, these are nice, great
Oh,
old
yeah.
homes, right? Like all they need is just to be fixed up and then taken care of appropriately.
Yeah, and not abused.
Yeah. The tenants, when we bought this place, knew we wanted them moved out so we could come in and clean it up and stuff. And so the kid that was in this room obviously didn't like that. So like the day of our home inspection, he had his mattress there, and he had just laid out all his different like butterfly and switchblades. And like even
I'm
like,
gonna cut
there
you.
was literally even a butcher knife. Like,
Oh my
on his
God.
bed, just all sitting out in neat order. So like there's these hardwood floors that can be refinished and look really nice, but instead what the previous owner had done, he just covered it with carpet tiles. So not even like full carpet, right?
Yeah.
Just squares of carpet.
Mhm.
And it's just like,
Sheer laziness and
Yeah.
cheapness and yeah. No, I can see you're gonna do some great stuff with this place. So this is how many this is your 4th or 5th or
so like, I guess it's kind of hard to measure. This is the second one I bought this year. So right now, I guess I would have maybe or 13 properties total.
Shit, eh? That's
and,
awesome.
So like it works out to, not counting the 2 I bought this year, I think I have about 52 or 55 tenants. So like just kind of give you a rough idea.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No lights, eh?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Spooky.
But yeah, like this was just, you couldn't walk down here. There was just bags
probably
and bags of clothes
so much
everywhere.
shit.
It's just really strange what like people leave and what they take.
I know, eh?
Because like there's this beautiful antique, you know, sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
And like they left that, but like 2 days after we bought the place, this girl came back and asked to get some of her clothes, and I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I haven't
and
thrown
then
them
leaves
yet.
that.
And she's just like, she's literally grabbing clothes that were just scattered on the floor and throwing them into a garbage bag. And like the garbage bag was a bag that was in the kitchen that she dumped the garbage out.
Oh my
and
god.
then started using to put the clothes in.
Oh my god, these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could sell that on the internet for probably like a couple $100 at least.
Especially if you got refinished or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This
There's
really
a
classy
toilet
set-
in there?
toilet right
Yo.
beside your electrical panel.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so unsafe. So is this your like typical day to day? You go around to.
Yeah, I don't know what my typical day-to-day is, to be honest. Like, I'd say my typical day-to-day seems to involve 3 to 4 hours on the phone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of just like running from project to project to keep track of people.
Stay on top of stuff.
So yeah, like
All the contractors and everything.
yeah, we ripped out the kitchen.
Holy shit.
But like before we ripped this out, we had to clear all this out so we could throw shit
Yeah.
here because there was so much stuff piled up.
Oh my god. Crazy.
And 2 days before we bought the place, you can just kind of see it here, but the tree, like there was
Oh, yeah.
or whatever, fell, and so it hit the neighbor's house.
Oh
You can see,
shit.
yeah. So like
Is that-
2 days before we were to own this,
Yeah.
I drove by and I saw there was like all kinds of vehicles out front, a guy with a chainsaw. I was like, oh fuck me. And then like I went back and I was like, oh wait, it's not my property yet.
No, yeah. So
So,
that
the
that
old
was.
owner's problem, yeah.
Oh shit! That you lucked out with that one, eh?
Yeah, that it was definitely done a lot.
So is that something as like?
So like your insurance company would cover it and
Yeah.
stuff, right? But like in
But is that
general,
things like you consider when you're going to buy a place, like all the trees out in front, if you gotta trim them? So we have like arborists here in
oh
London
yeah,
where it's
they're
very
so
specific.
expensive.
Yeah.
yeah. Like it can be anywhere I've heard between 700 and $3,000.
Yeah,
to get a
that's-
tree cut down.
It's insane.
Yeah, and that's assuming you can get the permits and permission, right?
Yeah. And do you know if that's only in London because it's like
I
core
think,
city?
I
or is
think
that most
London's
places?
very particular compared
Yeah.
to most. Yeah, but I think most major cities now are kind of like that.
Yeah, this house looks like completely different, eh?
Yeah, and so
Like a
like
tiny toilet, yeah.
just a toilet and the sink off the bedroom, and then over here is your bathroom. Literally your bathroom.
Wow. That's insane. Look at this. Just a place for a bathtub. That's amazing.
Right? Like,
This is when like people were like building their own houses, eh? Or
like yeah, this would be a century home.
Yeah, so-
definitely.
whoever came to Canada just like, I'm building this. This is what I want. And this was a closet, like barely a closet, like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
That's
So, like,
insane.
this house probably would have been built before, like, they had the sewers and stuff in the city,
Yeah.
right? So the bathroom would have been kind of an afterthought. So yeah, this was where the kitchen used to be.
Oh,
and
okay.
when you'd walk in, this was their front door, or like this
Yeah,
on the
from the
door.
stairs, yeah.
And you'd walk in, and so there's cabinets there, and then all this was just a heap of garbage. So you literally couldn't walk in. All you could do was just go here and make a right turn.
Oh my god. How can people live like that? Like.
Yeah, and just like. Like, if you want, you're welcome to look in that fridge, but you'll probably puke.
Maybe I'll pass. Yeah.
It's so bad.
I can only imagine. So how should we do this?
I'm not sure. You're the YouTube pro.
Not really, but. Alright, so Matt McKeever here. I mentioned earlier that he's a YouTuber here in London. He's all in the realty game. He just took me through a walkthrough of a house on Adelaide Street here. I showed you guys part of like what we talked about there. I can't wait to see this place in about 6 to 7 months when he has it all fixed up, because this is his specialty. This is what he loves to do. This is what he's passionate about, and I love his journey because he's just so open and honest about it all. So did you kind of want to give like a spiel to my followers here on what you do and why they should follow your journey?
Sure, yeah. So yeah, this property in particular that you just saw the video of, this is kind of like the textbook example of the types of properties I'm focusing on. So they're usually like those beautiful century homes, but they've been neglected by the previous owners for potentially decades. And often what happens is when the landlord kind of neglects the property, the tenants start neglecting it too, and things spiral out of control really quickly. You saw how badly this property spiraled. So yeah, we just love coming in, finding these beautiful old homes, saving the hardwood floors, you know, saving the original character, showing off those beautiful like 10 or 11 foot ceilings and all that great stuff. And so essentially what I'm trying to do on my YouTube channel is just document that entire process and journey, because when I started out in real estate investing, that was probably the biggest roadblock I hit. You can find a lot of information about strategy, but rarely do people really show you the tactics they're implementing. And so that's what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel, is to show the exact tactics I'm using in London, Ontario today. So yeah, so that's kind of the gist of my channel.
That's awesome. Well, I've been following along Matt's journey here. He just started up about 6 months ago now?
Yeah, September, yeah.
So, but he's been pumping out the videos, and he's got some amazing, high quality, great content. So if you guys are interested, I'm gonna link up his YouTube channel in the description box below. But as I mentioned there, I love Matt because he's so open and honest about his journey. One thing I didn't catch on video here, but we were talking about outside, is how you were mentioning how, you know, some people in the community, they see a young person come in and kind of redo a whole place and then, you know, try to rent it out for hire, and that kind of...
It rubs some people the wrong way, and I think it's just they're focused on what the community used to be and not where the community's going. And like, from our perspective, we're just trying to get the properties into fantastic condition and get great tenants back into these properties, just to help revitalize the community, right? By, like, oftentimes a lot of the properties we get are semi-vacant or fully vacant, which means that's not really bringing a lot of density or money into the community if it's just sitting there vacant. So by us fixing it up, getting great tenants in, we're not only just increasing the density of the community, but increasing the money that's there for the local shops and local stores. And I think particularly the Old East Village in London, Ontario is the perfect example of that. It's a city, it's a community within the city, and I want to see it continue to rise.
If you're a neighbor living in this area and you see someone come in like this, you might think like, oh, like they're trying to like push us out of here, but you don't get to see, and this is why I think him documenting his YouTube journey is so important, is because you get to see the passion behind it, that how he cares about the community. He's not just here to make a buck, even though that's part of it, that comes with it, but he's here because he wants to see London grow. He wants to see the Old East Village grow, and this is what I love to see in my city. This is what I love to see from people in the world, and I think Matt is an amazing human experiment, and he's doing some amazing things here in London. So make sure you guys go follow along his journey in the description box below.
I really appreciate that.
Of course, Matt.
Thanks, man.
Of course, buddy.
It was good. Yeah, that's awesome. I thought that was awesome.
So Matt found these in the basement here. This is like, he just said we should try vlogging with this thing.
Because I'm pretty sure this literally, you can put like a VHS tape. That's
Yeah.
what it records directly to.
That's insane. And then he found a brand new one. Look at that.
Like, this looks legit.
Yeah.
Eh?
Oh yeah. I wonder how like the quality of that. I wonder like this camera's better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that probably blows it out of the water, right?
Time to drink. Alright, so I just decided here what I'm gonna do for these alcohol experiments is I'm gonna create a whole nother video where I take you guys through the exact amount, the exact types that I drink over the next couple days here. So to end this kind of video, I'm basically gonna kind of time lapse and take you guys through the London on Fire meeting I'm going to that I'm going to tonight, and the little Anderson Craft Ale thing that I'm doing with Matt tomorrow. We're gonna tour a local brewery here in London, sample a whole bunch of their beers so I can find out, you know, what's my favorite kind of beer from Anderson Craft Ales. And then in the future I'll probably try some, I think we got some other breweries here in London like Forked River, and I think a couple more are opening up. So basically for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna highlight what I'm drinking to give you guys an idea. So hopefully go check out that other video, and that video will be called Getting Drunk for science. So make sure you guys go check out that video. Thank you guys so much for following along my journey. Thank you for watching this video, my growth hormone testing journey in these alcohol experiments. If you guys liked this video, you found it a little informative, or you enjoyed my journey, what I had to display for you, make sure you go hit that like button, and of course, leave me a comment. I am the Hungarian Experiment.
Odds are you're going to actually need to pay out of pocket for that. So you're going to want to add that to your current living expenses just to get a feel for what your living expenses once you reach financial independence is going to be. So now that we know what you kind of spend a month, whether it's $2,000 a month or $20,000, it doesn't really matter. The important thing is you're now going to need to create passive income or return on investment in order to actually be able to support those living expenses.